Welcome back to another episode of 10 for 10 Tailor-Made Rides. Today we're going to be talking about the Chevy Silverado. There's a lot to unpack here with the Silverado. It has been around for quite a while, and we're going to talk about engine options, trim packages, some of the newer ones offered maybe in a different country, along with a ton of different small facts and some large popular ones. Stay tuned to hear a little bit about the Silverado, maybe some things you don't know about it. Again, this is 10 facts in roughly 10 minutes. So, without further ado, we're going to start our time. Now, fact number one begins here with the beginning of the Silverado. It was debuted or brought out in 1998, and it replaced the Chevrolet K and C line, if you will. And if you don't know what that is, I'll throw a picture in for you. But it had been around since the 60s, the Chevrolet C and K series. When it first hit the market, it became a game changer in the automotive pickup world. It was a big truck, the K and C series, and it was a brand new platform for Chevrolet. It had improved comfort, overall performance, looks, and it just continued to evolve into a staple for the automotive truck world and scene. It was advertised as a working man's truck for the farm, for working in the fields, and I believe there was even an ad where they plowed a field with a Silverado. Now, it looked great. It was an awesome truck. I would love to have one. So it debuted out in 1998. That was when the Silverado started. Brings us to fact number two here is its mass production numbers. Chevrolet had sold over 13 million of these Silverados, and that was by 2024, of course. Now, that's just a number. It is also a testament to how durable and reliable these trucks are. They are, obviously, it speaks for itself. I am a Ford fan, true and true, and I would still love to have a Silverado. It is the second best-selling vehicle in the U.S. as of 2024, trailing Ford's F-Series. So it is another fierce competitor there. Ford battles back and forth with Chevrolet on that. And when you see a Silverado on the road, you're looking at one of the most successful vehicles. But keep in mind that number in case you're looking to buy one, 13 million. That means there's a lot of parts, aftermarket, stock, OEM, ton of support. Great truck to go through. Now, brings us to our engine options. Obviously, 13 million has a lot to offer. And some of the smaller ones here we have is a 4.3 liter V6. Okay. It's pretty good. A lot of town driving. Maybe you don't do a whole lot of towing. It just commute back to work and forth. And we also have a 5.3, arguably one of the most popular ones. They still make them. They've made them for a long time. Great engine. And you also can get a 6.0, 6 liter, 6.0 LS, and a 6.2. Now, these engines, again, great. LS design, fantastic. If you ever want to do a build of your own, go with an LS. There's a reason why they're the caramel pumpkin lattes of engine swaps. They're readily available in all junkyards, Facebook Marketplace, and aftermarket parts are incredible for these. Now, you can get a new Duramax diesel 3 liter introduced in the Chevy half-ton, three-quarter-ton trucks. It is capable of up to 33 miles per gallon on the highway. Now, I'm not entirely sure their reliability and performance, but if you're looking for a commuter, it is certainly an option for you. Moving on here, we have number 4, our trim level. We have quite a few. One of the big ones that Chevy sports is the High Country trim. It's a step into the world of luxury, right? The trim level a premium leather seats, 12 and almost 12.5-inch screen on the main display there, real wood trim, and a pretty luxurious pickup. It looks pretty nice, honestly. If you're going for all the bells and whistles, it could be an idea for you. You can also get it with a 6.2 liter. Great engine. You can get it with a 6.0 and I believe a 5.3 liter. So you can still get a luxury vehicle. Quite literally, it's almost like a Cadillac, but made to work. Now, a lot of these trucks are pretty expensive, but if you're spending a lot of money, might as well be in style. It's designed for those who want style and substance, while a daily driver that you can put to work, towing trailers on the farm, whatever you need. Number 5 here, speaking of you're paying all that money, you have towing capacity. You have a 2500 Silverado and a 3500 Silverado are the heavy-duty models that Chevrolet makes. It can tow the 35 up to 36,000 pounds. It's pretty impressive. Now, that is equipped with the Duramax diesel engine with a gooseneck hitch, so you have to have kind of a good setup. Now, you put that into perspective, that's enough to tow a small yacht and a couple of cars along with a few other things. It's a considerable amount. Now, you can also go to a smaller style pickup, half ton, 3/4 ton, and you could still pull more than enough. Number 6, our paint colors. We have a couple different unique ones that Chevrolet came out with. And again, I think all car manufacturers and has a unique idea for paint colors and code names, if you will. We have Red Hot, which is kind of bold and aggressive. Kinetic Blue, bright, eye-catching color, looks fantastic under the sun. And Shadow Gray Metal, honestly, one of my favorites there. It's for those who want a more underrated, sleek look. I quite like it. It looks very nice. The color options give you a chance to personalize the truck and make it your own right off the showroom floor. You can get a standard set of wheels, but honestly, there's a huge aftermarket world for anything Chevrolet, Ford. You could change up and put whatever you want. Now, these are just something that you can get if you order one brand new, or if you're looking for used, there are an abundant amount out there. Now, moving on, we got our off-road packages here, the ZR2. Now, this is for an adventurous type of person. You do any overlanding maybe, or even just towing a lot if you're out in the fields. Farmers have used these a lot. You can see a lot if you're out in the fields and mud and ranch. But the ZR2 trim takes the Silverado's off-road capabilities to the next level. Whether you're rock crawling or deep in the woods, the ZR1 is built to handle it. It's equipped with a Multimatic DSSV dampeners. I actually had to write this one down and look it up. Which are ultra durable and designed to handle rough terrain while keeping the ride smooth. Ride control, right? The ZR2 also comes with a locking front and rear differentials. If you don't know what that is, feel free to look that one up. It is impressive. That's what you want when you're off-roading, getting into mud, rough terrain. You want to be able to lock the diffs so that way you can get over those obstacles. It's awesome. You see a lot of those on older vehicles. You can get out and actually manually lock them. These you can kind of hit it with a button. Right. It's giving it superior traction when you're navigating slippery conditions. It has higher ground clearance right off the factory floor, so that way you don't have to worry about scraping the underside of the truck. All right. A lot of times they have a nice cover that's put underneath it, designed for its off-road use. Okay. And that's the ZR2 off-road package offering the Silverados. Now, number 8 here is our global reach. Chevy takes on the world, essentially. Fords also sell them, but Chevrolet sells them in 20 countries, actually over 20 countries. A couple of them here in China, Australia, Mexico. They're everywhere, right? Now, and the ones in China, I believe, and Australia and Mexico are a slightly different version, maybe a beefed up Colorado it'll look like, and I'll throw a picture in there. But it's a popular truck even over there for the same ideas and work that is done here in the States. You have, off-road enthusiasts, you have working class, you have people driving it to and from work just as a commuter. So there's always that group of people that will use it for just about anything. Just to prove the fact that Chevrolets are not only sold in the States. Number 9, we have fuel efficiency. Surprising numbers. While the Silverado is primarily known for its appeal and power and towing capacity, its fuel efficiency has increased drastically. Now, with emission standards being met, vehicles do have to be more efficient each year. But the 2024 Silverado 1500 with the 3-liter Duramax engine can get up to, like I said, 33 miles per gallon on the highway. That is pretty good for a Silverado, for a half-ton truck, or any truck at all. But with the miles per gallon you're getting, you are going to be sacrificing the towing capacity on your vehicle. Even the 5.3-liter V8 in a regular Silverado can still get around 20 miles to the gallon on the highway, which is pretty good if you think about it. And that's unloaded, just driving to commute. So while you may not be using a Silverado to commute every day, you can know it's great to save some money on gas if you're taking a trip. Now, our last one here is arguably the best, what we all want to hear for, is the Silverado RST and performance parts and powers. If you're tuning, upgrading, looking to mod your truck, the RST is the one for you. With a focus on performance, it's got a wide range of Chevy parts. You can get them not only from Chevrolet themselves, but in the aftermarket world. This includes anything from cold air intakes to superchargers, exhaust systems. Makes them sound pretty good, especially if you have a 6.2 liter or 6.0. But that RST trim is perfect for anyone to make their Silverado a little bit more beefier, if you will. So if you thought the Silverado was cool and you wanted to possibly get one, a couple of the options I said with trim, a couple of the engine options, and maybe just some ideas opened your eyes on what a Silverado would be, right? And a little bit about them, are 10 facts in just a little bit over 10 minutes. I hope you all enjoyed. Comment a vehicle below that you would like to see. I'm going to keep making videos on popular cars. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week.